Good morning. I'm Pastor Tom Morris, and this is part 2 of our series on uncluttering. We're on location again, and you may realize that my surroundings are familiar. We're back in my garage. It's raining outside. And that made me think about a couple of things. First of all, it made me think of Jesus' word in Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. And it goes something like this: "Don't lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust does not corrupt, and where thieves cannot break through and steal." Pretty good thought. Now I was looking through some of my toys this morning, and I have here a Corvette. And I am kind of bonkers about Corvettes and Harley motorcycles. But what I noticed when I took this one off of my shelf is the dust. It looked like it's kind of a gray-pink color, but that's just, it's nature reclaiming my Corvette. And as I looked outside in my garage out in my driveway this morning, I realized nature is trying to get my cars out there too. They're wet, they're rusting. When I take inventory today, which we're supposed to be doing all this week, now remember, we are asking ourselves if this saying can be true, that everything I have helps me to love. You want to say that with me? Everything I have helps me to love, meaning to love God, to love God's church and love God's world. Does everything I have help me do that? And then the post tag is, and everything else is clutter. The reason everything else is clutter and should help us realize that it is, our trash cans are full. I'm recording right here with a trash can in front of me and a trash can behind me because I need 2 of them in my garage. Why? It's all turning into trash. The only thing that we get to keep in all that we own is what we use to love. And it's not the thing that we keep, it's the fact, the recording, if you will, use it from God's perspective, of the love that we expressed, of the love that we shared. That's all this stuff is. That's all any of it is a tool to help us love better. Today, I don't mean to make small how hard it is to subject all that we own, all that we do, all that we value to that inventory. Is it helping me love? Yesterday, a brother showed up at my house with tools from his garage. And he said, "I want you to give these to someone." And so before the day was over, I got to give out power tools to someone that I know will use those power tools to make things, to bless his family, to bless his friends, to enjoy and to give God thanks for. Those now are tools to love. Those are non-clutter. What a pleasure to be givers. That's when the world is going to know that we're really the followers of Christ, when we love each other. Would you pray a prayer with me? Dear God, help me today to take inventory, to see the difference between blessing and clutter, so that everything I have helps me to love. In Jesus' name. Hope today's a good day for you.